I'm over here waiting for a response from one man, and it's been over an hour now. Mind you, I have another man that's constantly texting me, wants to FaceTime me, wants to actually see me, and I'm just not giving him the time of day. I mean, I'm responding, but I'm still waiting on the first man.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
If I wanted to take you on a first date, would Pizza Hut be okay?
It depends.
What would it depend on?
How much I liked you. It would depend.
So for the guys who you like the least amount, where would you want them to take you?
Like a 5-star steakhouse.
And the guys you like the most, where would you go with them?
I would probably expect less, just because I like them.
But why make the man that you like the least amount invest more up front than the guys who you're more attracted to?
Because he's got to work for it.
I hope you guys heard her, loud and clear. And it's the scam Western women love to run, charging two different men 2 different prices for the exact same ran-through cooch. Pay attention, guys.
Since I like him the least amount, he's got to work for it. At least I'm giving him a chance.
You're the prize in a relationship.
Duh. Exactly. Why wouldn't we be?
But the more attractive guy, he's a prize to you.
Not really. No.
The correct answer, of course, is yes.
I believe the woman's always the prize. Man should work for a woman.
And what should a woman do for a man?
See, this is yet another reason why female friendships are almost entirely useless, guys. Because they almost never hold each other to account. She's up here co-signing all of the idiocy, her giggling friend in the background talking stupid, talking about some facts, and doubling down on her stupidity about women being the prize in a relationship. These daily depreciating liabilities, pretending they're the prize, when they lose more and more of what men find valuable every 24 to 28 days, up until they run out of eggs entirely, and run out of beauty entirely. It's astounding, guys, how this woman, the skinny chick who was talking initially, was saying how she was giving the guy a chance. Guys, you don't ever want to be around a female in any capacity who thinks her presence around you is her doing you a favor. Nothing good can come of it. Especially when she and her dumbass friends, when asked a simple question of what should a man expect from her in a relationship, can't even come up with a simple answer. Not even one. We're cooked, man. We are cooked.
Last fall, I just started dating again, went out on a date with this guy who was great. I mean, he was attractive, he was tall, good tattoos, he had a chemistry PhD, he was really into me, good taste in music, whatever, whole 9 yards. Gone on a date with him, and I was like, you know what, I'm just not feeling this. Left the date, go back to my apartment, invite some random guy over from Hinge to my apartment for the first time. Really brilliant of me. And he brings over as a housewarming gift a really insane book called Behold a Pale Horse, written by a schizophrenic conspiracy theorist. He brings that over as a housewarming gift. And then the first thing he does when he gets there is he microwaves a mug of beer. And I ask him, why would you do that? And he said, well, one summer I was on a roof, a random roof, and I found this beer and I drank it, and it reminds me of that. Okay, sure, I guess. He's sitting there drinking his warm mug of beer. And I'm like, oh, so what do you do to stay in shape? And he's like, I fight. I'm like, oh, cool. What do you, MMA? Like boxing? Like, what's your deal? And he's like, no. I just meet up with random dudes off Craigslist and I fight them. And you know what? I said, I have to have this man. And I slept with him twice. Probably still would.
Wow. Before I dive into this, let me give a shout out to the homie Darius M out of Chicago. Links to his channel down, pinned to the top comment. Stop by, say hi, tell him I sent you. But guys, this is crazy, bro. By her own admission, she's on a date with a guy who's tall, who's handsome, My man's got a PhD in chemistry, which means he's probably making some real good money. A few tattoos, so he's not a typical white collar guy. He's got a little edge to him. She said they had similar taste in music. Bro was into her, and that's where he messed up. Because he was into her, he showed her too much value, too much interest. And this is a mistake a lot of guys make. I don't want it to be you. You have to stop trying with Western women. They don't deserve the effort. Because what did we find out? He took her on a nice date. She said she enjoyed herself. But at the end, she just wasn't quote unquote feeling it. She didn't have that little spark. Her clitoris didn't tingle on a date with this guy. So she wasted his time. She wasted his money. She ate up his food, drank his drinks, and then went back to her house. Downloaded Hinge, a dating app. Saw a picture, because that's how those things work. And said, ooh, I likey. Ooh, shiny. And invited a total stranger over to her house, guys. Which means he knows where she lives, guys. Don't you ever, side note, don't you ever accept a female saying she wants to bring a friend or a relative on a date with you because she wants to feel safe. That is bullshit. These women do not care about their safety if their clitorises are tingling. They don't care. If she's into you, there won't be any tag team partners. There won't be a handicap match like WWE on your date or whatever your link up situation is. Okay? Side point. But I didn't want to get sidetracked. This guy she invites over is bringing conspiracy theory books. He's putting beer in the microwave. Who the fuck puts... He microwaves a beer and tells her the reason why he's in shape is because he calls up random dudes off of Craigslist and fights with them, bro. What the actual fuck is going on? And she, despite all this, despite all the warning signs that you can see from space, decided, I don't want the PhD. That dude is good for me long term. I want this short term thrill because my emotions say I need to get my cheeks clapped right now. I need this guy who's a complete delinquent, who's a complete reprobate to clean out my pipes. The guy who's going places, who's got something going for himself, that guy's got to pay a higher price. But this other dude who's probably homeless, for real, he gets to bend me over.
She literally getting her fucking... literally getting dug out. Raw.
Blew her back out. Twice, she said. And she said she'd do it again. So what's the takeaway from all this, fellas? The good guy loses again. The nice guy finished dead last. She filled up her stomach with his food, filled up her liver with his alcohol, because I'm sure they had a glass of wine or two, champagne maybe, some shots with dinner. He treated her like something that she's supposed to take seriously. He filled her up with his money and his dinner. And some other dude didn't pay shit filled her up with his penis. You tell me who got the better end of that deal. Tell me. I got a whole comment section below this video. You tell me. Our PhD student, or graduate rather, did everything polite society tells us men we're supposed to do. Finger quotes in the air. And what good did it do him? See, the bottom line here, guys, is this, man. And it's real simple. No gifts, no dates, no intent, nothing. Because the guys who show those things get the shit end of the stick. For you guys who know Roman history, you know exactly what that means. But yeah, I don't recommend it. Because every single day of the calendar, American women in specific and Western women in general show themselves as simply good for rentals. There's a few exceptions out there, shout out to them. But they are statistical anomalies like lotto winners and shark attack victims. The vast majority you're going to run into, these below average and looks type females like this chick on the screen right now, with a flick of their finger, guys, take your date, your experience, your good time you showed her, and with a press of a couple buttons on a touchscreen, she can have some other dude come through and shake her trees loose for all the fruit. While you sitting in the house wondering, man, I wonder if we'll go somewhere. I wonder if I'll get my opportunity. When he's already over there beating dents in her cervix. These women in this video, and the millions and millions more just like them, prove two things, guys. You can either be the guy she's cheating on, or be the guy she's cheating with. It's not a whole lot of wiggle room. They don't leave you many other choices. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but that's simply how it is. With that said, that's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share this video with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.